And we begin with some breaking news coming in at the top of the hour. Russia's defense ministry has issued a statement following reports of drones entering Polish airspace. The ministry said its forces launched a strike on military facilities in western Ukraine and confirmed all targets were successfully hit. It stressed that no strikes were planned against Polish territory. Officials have also claimed the drones used in the attack have a maximum range of 700 kilometers, arguing this makes their presence in Poland impossible. Despite that denial, the ministry added that Moscow is ready to hold consultations with Poland's defense ministry to discuss the issue and address any concerns over the incident. That was an important development because Poland and its NATO allies are on high alert after a wave of drones breached Polish airspace overnight. Multiple Russian drones violated Polish airspace in what authorities are calling the most serious incursion since the start of the Ukraine war. Polish Deputy Prime Minister has called it a planned action and warned of a disinformation campaign by Moscow and Minsk. Reactions are continuing to pour in following the drone incursion. German Foreign Minister Johann Vadeful has said Russia is not ready for diplomacy and has accepted an escalation with this incident. He added that Berlin will give a strong response. Germany's defense minister has confirmed Germany supports Poland's decision to invoke NATO's Article 4. Meanwhile, German Foreign Minister stressed that the drone violation shows the seriousness of the threat and highlighted the need for NATO defense systems. The European Union is also voicing strong concerns, with Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas warning that President Putin is trying to test Western unity, pushing the limits because past responses have not been strong enough. She stressed that the message from Moscow is clear: Europe's unity and resolve are being put to the test. Mr. John Rossomando joins us on the broadcast from the USA. Mr. Rossomando, interesting developments have taken place in the past 24 hours. What we are learning is that Russia's defense ministry has now issued a statement following reports of the drone incursion into Polish airspace. The ministry has said its forces launched a strike on military facilities in western Ukraine and has confirmed that all targets were hit, but at the same time they said that this attack was in a maximum range of 700 kilometers, saying that the possibility of drones in Poland is impossible. Firstly, what do you make of this first formal communication coming out of Russia?
Well, I think the Russians are trying to bring down the temperature in the room to prevent NATO from escalating further. I think that the truth, if you follow what NATO is saying, is that the Russians were probing NATO defenses in Poland to see what sort of response. And of course, the Russians will not admit to that.
Mr. Rossomando, at the same time, Russia is saying that it's ready to hold talks with Poland to clear the air on this matter. Does that indicate that somewhere Russia is was possibly maybe testing waters and now they're ready to perhaps clear the air?
Well, I think that the Russians, don't want this to escalate. They know that they can't handle, direct Polish or NATO involvement in Ukraine, which is why they've been trying to keep Ukraine from joining NATO in the first place. So I think that they're trying to cool things down.
All right, but at the same time, when you say that they're trying to cool things down, the fact that Poland has now invoked Article 4 of the NATO alliance and Germany has now come out in support, what do you make of some of the developments taking place on that front when Poland comes and says that this is possibly the most serious threat to European countries since the end of the Second World War?
Well, I think that, definitely, the Russians, are pushing the limits here. I mean, you've had different statements coming out from Moscow about, threats about European involvement in Ukraine. You've had prior incursions by drones into Polish territory through conflict. So I think that the Europeans are on edge, and that the Russians really need to dial things down, because this is the way wars start.
Yes, but that's the big question then at this point in time. When you say that the Russians need to really make an effort at this point in time, how exactly will they achieve that?
Well, A, diplomatically, and B, to avoid targets in Ukraine near the Polish or border.
Okay, all right. Mr. Osman, stay on with us as we have more news coming in.